Hello everyone, this is Shubham Divakar over here and I welcome you all to the DSA series wherein today what we are going to do is we are going to learn about insertion sort technique, which is also one of the sorting techniques that exist, and some of them are like you have bubble sort, you have selection sort. Alright, so insertion sort is one of them, and today we are going to talk about it, like how exactly it works and how to, and we'll also try and implement that in Java. So let's first stick to the concept of how insertion sort works, because often it is being asked in the interviews to explain how the sorting algorithm works. So let's first take a random sequence of numbers. Let's say I take a array of size 5. So I would, the elements, let it be 5, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So this is the index that I have over here: 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So how exactly this algorithm works is that we will take the first element. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll not start from here 5, but I'll start from this part. All right, and I will segregate the array into two parts. Okay, not exactly segregate, but we'll just think now the array is now in two parts. So this part is the key part, or this is the pointer part, whatever you say, pointer or a key, and this is the other part of the array. So what I'm going to do is, in order to sort this in ascending order, what I will do is I'll take this 5, or I'll take this 3, either one you can take, and you can compare it with themselves. Like if I start from 3, so I'll take 3 and compare this with 5. Now we have to arrange this in ascending order, so this element 3 at this index 1 should be greater than this element. Alright, or in other words, this 5 should, of the element at this index, should be less than this. However, this is not the case because 5 is greater than 3. Okay, so we will move this 3 over here and we'll move this 5 over here. So now we have a 5 over here and now we have a 3 over here, right? So now the new element is 3, 5, 1, 4, 2. So this is a new array that we have, and since we started from this part, from index 1, so we will now be moving to this index, which was index 2. Now the array is divided into these two parts. All right, now what we are going to do is we'll now take this one and compare with 5. We'll do the exact same thing. If 5 is greater than 1 over here, so we'll swap this, 1 comes here, 5 comes over here. All right, and then the next thing that we are going to do is we are again going to compare 1 with this 3. Now what it will happen is, if 3 is greater than 1, so we will swap this, 1 comes here, 3 comes over here. So now the new array that we have is 1, 3, 5, 4 and 2. We started at this index, which is 1. So now we will be moving to index 3, which is 4. Now this is the array that I have. Alright, and now we will be comparing this 4 with this 5 at first. Okay, so this 4 will be compared with 5. Now since this 5 is greater, so this 4 comes over here, this 5 comes over here, and now we'll compare 4 with 3. Yes, this is again 4, this 3 is less than 4. Okay, this 3 is less than 4, so this is not a big deal. This is not a problem because we want it to be sorted in ascending order. So now the array which is almost sorted, 1, 3, 4, 5. Now the only element that we have is 2, and now we will move on to the last element or last index, which is 2, and this is the array that I have. So I will swap 2 with 5. Why? Because 5 is greater than 2, so 2 comes here, 5 comes over here. Again 2 will be compared with 4, so 2 comes over here, 4 comes over here. Now this comes over here, this is 2 over here, this is 3 over here. Now this 2 will be compared with 1, since 1 is less, so we'll not do anything. So now the sorted array is in this order: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So as you can see, this array is now in sorted ascending order. So what basically we did is we started with this index 1, so we'll start a loop from I equal to 1. This is what we are gonna do in the coding part also, to I less than n, and then we are going to take this element as the key element. Alright, and then we are going to swap it with the previous element if the previous element is greater than. And what is this previous element? Let it be j, which is I minus 1. And this will run from, as we can see, we have to run this from j equal to I minus 1 to up until 0. So this runs up until greater than 0 and until when we have this a of j, or let's say it's array, until when this array of j is greater than the key, or you have the pointer, whatever you want to take this. So if this is the case, then we are going to swap the two elements, array j and array j plus 1. We're not exactly swapping, but what we are doing is we are putting this over here and then this comes over here. All right, so now moving ahead to the coding part. Yeah, so I guess the concept is more or less clear. So very easy sorting technique. So let's go ahead and code. So yeah, most part of it is already written. I just need to code in the logic, which would be int I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Alright, let's take it to be pointer p. P is array I, and then j, which is equal to I minus 1. Then while j is greater than equal to 0, because we had to run the loop from I minus 1 to 0, as well as we have to run this until the current jth element is greater than key. If it is greater than the key element or the pointer that we have, that is p, we are gonna swap the adjacent element array j plus 1 equal to array j and j minus minus array j plus 1 is equal to p. So I guess we are good. Okay, so here it should be less. Now since I had already coded this earlier, so let's take this example again, and as you can see we have this array in sorted order. So what we basically did is we started the loop from I equal to 1 to less than n, and then we had to traverse back from I minus 1 up until 0 and check all the cases where aj is greater than the key. And we are also changing the key is not changing, but we are also swapping it with whenever we are finding this aj greater than p over here. Alright, so yeah guys, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned to this and hit the subscribe bell below, and please do like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and stay tuned for more videos on data structures and algorithms, and don't forget to check our interview experience series. So yeah, thank you guys, thank you all, thank you for watching.